In this lesson, we will review factoring trinomials. When we factor trinomial, we are essentially looking for two factors that multiply to the c, which is in this case is 6, and that add up to 7. So you are looking for two factors that multiply to 6 and add up to 7. Okay? So for 6, if I multiply 1 multiplied by 6, I will get 6. 2 multiplied by 3 will give me 6. But if I'm looking for two factors of 6 that will add up to 7, then I have to go with 1 and 6. So it has to be positive 1 and positive 6. So that is why the factor of this is going to be s plus 1 and s plus 6. The way to check yourself is if you multiply it out, you should be able to get the trinomial expression that you are given before. This example 2, we kind of see that we have 3, 24, and 60. So we have a GCF. So always look through first to see if you have a GCF, then you need to factor out the GCF. So I can factor out 3. Okay, so if I factor out the 3, we have s squared remaining, because 3 multiplied by s squared is going to give me 3s squared. And then I need 8, because 3 multiplied by 8 will give me 24. And 3 divided by 60 is going to give me 20. Okay, so this 3 is the first factor of this trinomial expression. So now I need to factor s squared minus 8x minus 20. So I'm looking for two factors that multiply to negative 20, but when I add them together, it will give me negative 8. 1 multiplied by 20 will give me 20. 2 multiplied by 10 will give me 20. And 4 multiplied by 5 will give me 20. But since I'm looking for two factors of 20 that can give me 8, so I can see that 2 and 10 has a difference of 8. So I can write 10 and 2. But I'm looking for a negative 8. So I'm going to have negative 10, positive 2. So this is going to become 3. So the factor of this will be x plus 2, x minus 10. And this will be the answer to this question. Again, if you want to check yourself, multiply it out, and you will see that you should be able to get the trinomial expression. So for example 3, we are looking at 6s squared minus 8x minus 8. So the first thing that you want to do again is to look through, do we have GCF? So in this case, we can see that 6 is 2 multiplied by 3 and 8 is 2 multiplied by 4. So we have 2 in common. So factor the 2 out. So this is going to become 3s squared minus 4x minus 4. Okay. So these two that I factor out, that is the first factor. But in this case, we have this 3, so don't overlook the 3. So you want to multiply the 3 and this 4. So that's what we call the AC. And this is the B coefficient in this quadratic. So AC will give me negative 12 if I multiply them together, and I have negative 4 for B. So I'm looking for a factor of 12, or negative 12 in this case, that we add up to give me negative 4. Okay, so I know that for 12, I can have 1 multiplied by 12. I can have 2 multiplied by 6. I can have 3 multiplied by 4. Okay, but I'm looking for something that can combine to 4. So 2 and 6, they have a difference of 4. So how can I make 2 multiplied by 6 to be negative? Is I have to make one of them to be negative. So, but since I'm looking for negative 4, I'm going to make the biggest factor to be negative and this to be positive 2. So negative 6 plus 2 will give me a negative 4. And negative 6 multiplied by positive 2 will give me negative 12. So this is what we are looking for. So now I can rewrite the expression inside the parentheses as 3s squared. So instead of having negative 4x, so now I will use this to replace it. So I have negative 6x plus 2x minus 4. So now we can use grouping. We can group these two and then factor the common expressions out. So 3x squared minus 6x, so they have 3x in common, okay? Remaining only x minus 2, okay? And 2x minus 4, they have 2 in common, x minus 2. So this will become x minus 2, 3x plus 2, okay? So don't forget the first 2 that we factor out. So just put it at the back there, and this will be the answer to this factoring. Number 4, so in this case, I have 3x squared minus 19x minus 40. So I need to look for, so this will be 3 multiplied by 40 will give me negative 120, okay, because I have 3 multiplied by negative 40. Then I'm looking for a factor of negative 120 that will combine to give me negative 19, okay? So for negative 120, I have 1 multiplied by 120, or 2 multiplied by 60, or 3 multiplied by 40, okay? Write everything out so that you don't make mistake, or 4 multiplied by 30, or 5 multiplied by 24, or 6 multiplied by 20, okay? Or 8 multiplied by 15. So which of these, or we can, we can still keep on going. We can also have 10 multiplied by 12, okay? So which of these will give me, we combine to 19, okay? So if you look very well, there's only one that combines to 19, and it is 5 and 24. So that's what we are looking for. So now we want to combine to negative 19. So I'm going to have negative 24, positive 5. So if you add those two together, they will give you negative 19. If you multiply them, you are going to get negative 120. So that's our, these are two factors. So you are going to use them to replace this middle one, okay? So this is going to become 3x squared minus 24x plus 5x minus 40. So again, we can do this by grouping. So you can group them 2 by 2, okay? And then you factor out what is common. Some people also use the box to organize the work so that you don't get confused. So you can put 3x squared here, negative 24x, 5x, negative 40. So these two, they have 3x in common. What do I need to multiply with 3x to give me 3x squared? That is ordinary x. What do I need to multiply with x to give me 5x? That would be 5. Then, since I have 3x, so I'm going to have negative. So what do I need to multiply with 3 that can give me negative 24? That would be 8. The way you check is 5 multiplied by negative 8 definitely should give you a 40. So some people you can use this box to organize the grouping, but if you can just do it straight away, just like I did in example 3, please go ahead and do it. So the factor in this case is going to be 3x plus 5 and x minus 8. Okay, so that is the end of this video. So please remember to subscribe. Thank you.